So what's good to the tribe? I know today we've been hearing a lot about the anniversary of the moon landing and seeing a lot of videos, and I'm reading an article today and they're like they have a new capsule that can take people back to the moon. But do you guys really think we've been to the moon? Do you think we ever set foot on a different planet? Do you think we have rovers on a different planet? Do you think we have satellites that are floating around this ball in the sky? Do we? Come on now. We haven't even seen a real picture of Earth yet. All of it's CGI. All of it's scans. All of it's computer animated. It's not real. But they try to make it forth as being real. Come on now, we got eye watches and different things like that going on, but you can't make a ship to go back to the moon when you did it so long ago. You have flags waving on the moon's surface when there's supposed to be no atmosphere at all. I'll ask this. If space is neither hot nor cold, how can you feel the sun? How? If the sun is furthest away when it's summer, how is that possible? And it's closer when it's winter. How is that possible? These are stuff they don't... What's going on? So let's get into a little bit of it. And I'll give you a little bit of what I'm thinking in my brain as we go along this journey in this video. But make sure you leave a comment. Like, share, subscribe. Let's get it. So let's get into the satellites. They say they have so many floating around. And you can actually see in this picture, look how small the Earth is. Is the moon that big? Is the Earth that small? Is that a real satellite? Who knows? It's just crazy that they give us pictures like this and expect it to be as far as truth when it's not. That doesn't even look like an Earth, and everybody knows it. It's crazy. So look at this, 4,987 satellites, and you can Google this if you like, that are in space right now. But how come we're not seeing these satellites when they're in the spaceship above us and things like that? Which is crazy. You have all these satellites that's supposed to be around the globe, and we can't see none of them. I haven't even seen a launch of a real satellite yet. It's crazy. Can you see a satellite from space? Yes, we can see satellites in particular orbits as they pass overhead at night. Viewing is the best away from city lights and in cloud-free skies. The satellite will look like it's a star steady moving across the sky for a few minutes. If the lights are blinking, you probably are seeing a plane, not a satellite. So satellites have big lights on them right now. I've never seen a satellite float across the sky, ever. And I may be in a city, but I've lived in Montana and other places, and I've never seen a satellite go through the sky like a star. So here's an article I found. Actually, I think the truth of the matter is on a globe Earth, cell towers and antennas wouldn't work so we would need satellites. However, on a flat Earth, satellites will not be necessary, and the cell towers and antennas will be abundant on the Earth as they are today. This is why we see no satellites in Earth orbit, and why we do see thousands of cell towers and antennas all over the place. A better question would be, why is it with all the satellites we supposedly have floating around Earth, NASA still finds it necessary to hire people like Rob Simon in 2010 to compose a sketch of the Earth for the blue marble they use on the iPhone? Why would Rob need to use a computer and composite sketch and Photoshop to make the photo of Earth as we come to know it, instead of simply taking a picture from one of the thousands of satellites we supposedly have up there? But yet, why not use the Hubble? I mean, we can take pictures from space, can't we? What are they hiding? I believe, as you may have suspected yourself, that there are no satellites in space. We may have a few solar-powered, high-altitude camera planes flying around up there, but there are no satellites in space. Crazy.
Another view of Anne McLean with one of the adapter plates as she moves to the installation point at the base of the P4 truss of the International Space Station.
On phase one.
So let's get into the moon landing and when they planted the flag and how it flaps in the wind of the moon because there's so much wind up there and things like that, right? Because we've been up there. I doubt it. What moon has an atmosphere? There is no wind on the moon. The flag is held up by horizon bar and simply moves when it is unfurled and as the pole being fixed into the position by the astronauts. The flagpole is light, flexible aluminum and continues to vibrate after the astronauts let go, giving the impression of blowing in the wind. Do we believe this? So I can stab something into the ground on the moon and it'll make everything on it shake. It'll make the flag just go like it's wind blowing throughout the flag, and you're hopping around. And certain films you're not hopping around. Certain films you're floating, and some films you're not floating. So, what's really going on with your fake flag and stuff like that? It's crazy. Shout out to Big Bro Mayo. He did a video on this a while ago. I got a clip of it in this video that I'm going to show soon. But let's watch some of the dumbness that they show us from fake moon landing that they do, and then we'll jump to Big Bro Mayo's video. Let's get it.
Number 8. Like a waving flag. Anyways, one of the first photos of the moon landing showed a puzzling image to viewers. People noticed that the American flag rippled as if there was a breeze. This is problematic since there should be no wind on the moon to cause this effect. This is one of the initial arguments for a fake moon landing.
But why would they need to fake a moon landing? Well, because the heavens or the sky, especially when regarded as a tangible thing, something you can touch, is a firmament, something hard, right? Images, right? Can they get past the firmament? They try to blast through it. Can they get past the firmament? Do they have to fake a moon landing? They can't get past the Van Allen belt, the firmament. They call it Van Allen belt. So it says here, the budget of NASA, right? They have money, they get money. As a federal agency, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration, NASA, received its funding from the annual federal budget passed by the United States Congress. The following chart details the amount of federal funding allotted to NASA each year over its past 50 years of history to operate aeronautics, research, unmanned and manned space exploration programs. That's what it's for, right? And we know they're not even going up there. Can't even pass the Van Allen belt. You know? So you see 19 billion. 2017, 19 billion. That's what they're getting. 19 billion a year to trick us, to show us Hollywood scenes, the studios. Who's making that money?
I'd go to the moon in a nanosecond. The problem is we don't have the technology to do that anymore. We used to, but we destroyed that technology, and it's a painful process to build it back again. But
what's so crazy? I could have went on for a very long time with this video, just about the dumb stuff they show and expect us to believe. And like us, we Google it, or we see it on television, or see it on our iPhones and different things like that and think it's real. CGI scans, fake Hollywood produced moon landings. Like, people are still trying to get past the Van Allen belt. And for flat earthers, we already know what they call it. But it's like people are still trying to get past that. You think they made it off this place yet? They haven't. They don't know what's up there. They can only assume and then build a story and make us believe what the story is. But I love you guys. And definitely research everything that everybody gives out. Don't take it as for its truth, because it's just somebody else's fact. And I love you guys. Feathers up, tribe up, wise up, rise up.
No, dadgummit. Jack Schmidt having a few problems. Hang on. Yeah. All right. Good show. I told him you were. Well, okay. We see that one went all the way in. Not quite. But there it is, all but about 5 inches. Okay. Boy, do I like to run up here. I feel like Bugs Bunny. You know the beat. I like to skip along. Not me, boy. Skip. Or whatever you call it. I can't get my left leg in front of me. I'll give you a demonstration here, Joe. Roger. Right on. Here it goes. Spectacular demonstration. Oh, well. Enough of that. Lovely. What was that a demonstration of, by the way?
It started out to be of gravity, and it wound up being of centrifugal force, I think.